Hello everyone, and welcome to...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Luis Suarez really is a player who can do everything. He makes a more than decent target man, and his energy levels mean the opposition defence are constantly under pressure.
And that, I guess, is essential if you're going to play pressing football.
Well, that's right, as so many sides do these days. I hated playing against players like Luis Suarez. Not that too many met his standard in my time, but he just never let you rest, Peter. He was always around about you, and you knew he was going to pop up and cause you trouble at some stage.
That's a quick free kick. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nemecha.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Messi conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Rafinha. Condela. Pass somewhat off target. Van Dijk. Luis Suarez. Can he get on the end of this? Rijkaard makes the interception. Araujo. And it's Davids. And here's Messi. Luis Suarez. Rafinha. And he's making progress on the ball. Now this could be a chance. Vinicius Junior is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It'll be a throw-in. Half an hour played now. Rudiger. Now, can they get him away? Nemecha, looking here to chip it through. That has not gone well. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Davids. Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. Condela's delivery. Shoots! He's done it! And Kashima Antlers take the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rafinha pinches it off him. And it's been hooked away. Davids. Rice. That's destined for the flank. Davids. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Kashima Antlers go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Kashima Antlers have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 32, Vincent Gandela. Coming on the field
So
is
we're underway for the second half.
26, Shinji Kagawa.
Kashima Antlers definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And this is Messi. Shifted it to the flank. And he's managed to get free. Some resolute defending there. He has found the way through. It's a good foot in there. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Kashima Antlers are still that goal to the good. He is through here. Davids. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Messi.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Messi, Luis Suarez. Suarez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Messi. Kashima Antlers leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. And he's certainly onside here. Big chance! He's got a goal! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter!
82 minutes in.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Kashima Antlers are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Vinicius Junior, well seen, saw that coming. Keep the ball and you win the game, it really is that simple. Araujo, well, that's surely a foul, free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Looking to play him in. Rudiger. Great vision. And it's Davids.
2 added minutes have been
It's come to nothing. Vitinha. Rice. That's going wide left. Strong running down that left flank. And that will be it. Kashima Antlers can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Neymar kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Luis Suarez. Great vision. Rummenigge. The ball has bounced loose now. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, just skips past his man. Well read, nice interception.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just dripped.
He'll try from distance! That was superb goalkeeping!
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He's in a great position here. Batistuta finds himself offside. Nemecha has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Rijkaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Mbappe. Araujo. He has found the way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rummenigge. Could move up a gear here. Now that's well seen too. Davids. And here's Suarez. And this is Batistuta. Can he finish? Goal! Argentina! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 4, Luis Suarez.
Kashima Antlers can now introduce the first of their substitutes. The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
There's the header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And this is Batistuta. Kashima Antlers can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. Rijkaard.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? Brilliantly cut out. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Kashima Antlers go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Argentina, number 18, Gabriel Batistuta.
Down to business again.
And on the field is number
Kashima
21,
Antlers can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mbappe! And that's in. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Kashima Antlers, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rummenigge.
Kashima Antlers have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Oh, super ball. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And the comeback is complete! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Kashima Antlers with the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Haaland. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Araujo. Kashima Antlers are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And he's running through. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He is through here. Shoots! And for a moment, time stood still. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Davids, and it's Nesta. Looking for the run. Pacho cuts out the pass. Cafu. That's Gerrard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Looking for options for movement.
Argentina really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
2 added minutes have been indicated.
Turns back here, probably the best option. And time is up. Kashima Antlers have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this, admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback.
Please turn your attention to the
Mbappe
screen
picking
for
up the Man of the Match
information
award. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter.
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's running through. Neuer claims comfortably. Leicester promptly onto that, and that is that. Rijkaard. And it's Davids. And he's quick to get rid. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Threads one in. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Aubameyang! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. it might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And he gets rid in a hurry. And the finish! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Madrid have their second corner now. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Gets a good foot in there. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Rijkaard. Madrid are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Rijkaard. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still... He's gone for goal! Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. He's beaten the last man, goes for a shot, and he's done it!
Surprise, surprise. Look who turns up to give his side the ultimate lift before the break. Now we can look forward to a whole different game in this second half.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well, that's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And he plays one through. Chance! And he couldn't finish.
Aubameyang really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Now it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Thinks about the shot. Good challenge, excellent challenge. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Please turn your attention to the
There's been no
screen
shortage
for the
of
latest
industry
travel
or intent
information
thus
from
far.
stations
A little
around the
inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Kashima Antlers coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Kashima Antlers have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Declan Rice. Number 25, Pierre Aubameyang.
We get things going again.
Now,
Kashima Antlers currently ahead by the smallest of margins.
coming on the field. Number
Can he get onto this?
Mark Aubameyang. Number 18.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Number 4.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here! And he's gone looking for safety. And he's only too happy to take that back. Koundé. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Well, that has not gone well. Alaba. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And he thumps it clear. Madrid have reclaimed it. The less said about that pass, the better. Ronaldinho, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Kaká. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Koundé, looking for options for movement. Caicedo is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Ronaldinho. And reclaimed it in a trice. Kashima Antlers still have the cards to affect this game. Alaba.
That's going in strongly.
And this is Ronaldinho.
He'll be disappointed with that.
And that has been cleared.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They won another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Short changes him with that pass. He shifted it to the flank. Mbappe! And it's been hooked away. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And now they can clear their lines. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Mbappe. Ronaldinho is onto this. Lovely, now then. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Kashima Antlers really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Saka.
There
That's a
will be
cute
1
ball.
minute at a time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's been shifted off it. And that is as far as it goes. Kashima Antlers have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Any
And we'd
reflections
like
on
to
what you've
inform you
seen,
now
Jim?
that Hello everyone, and welcome to...
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Milan have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't become...
Messi! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan are already chasing the game. They did... And Batistuta! Off the post! Now, that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, that was the one I actually thought he was going to produce. It's a good effort keeping it down like that.
And here's Messi. AC Milan could counter here. Kashima Antlers leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Scholes is the team's great visionary. Scholes running with the ball. Rijkaard. Alaba. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Scholes. Now it's Batistuta. Roberto Baggio. Oh, Shevchenko! And that's a good finish. AC Milan are all square. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Shevchenko. Nemecha is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Scholes. And he's quick to return it. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Baggio. And it's Scholes. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers, number 20, Sergio
So the
Aguero.
manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Milan have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Roberto Baggio. Oh, no joy this time. And for the first half, that is that. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. So off we go again.
Kashima Antlers really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Gerrard. Rodri. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Can he spark a counter here? Dink through. Mbappe! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Oh, what has happened here? Messi. He'll try from distance. Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Towering header! And that's a tidy finish. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That was good alertness. Kashima Antlers still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant! A finish of true class! Into the lead once more! Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Shevchenko was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
De Ligt makes the interception. Haaland currently being consciously targeted.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Kashima Antlers really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Mbappe. Gerrard gets it clear. Now it's Shevchenko.
2 added
Confirmation that
minutes
there
have
will
been
be
indicated.
2 minutes stoppage time. Araujo gets over and intercepts. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it
today's
on.
match.
Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, there is David Villa, a player whose thirst for goals is unquenchable. One of Spain's finest ever strikers, Jim.
Yes, I think his record speaks for itself, Peter. He's far from just a poacher. I like the way he's constantly on the move, creating space for others, and he's got the creativity to play in deeper roles if needed.
PSV with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. Played into the box. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. He's a sharp little ball here. That is a crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
And here's Mbappe. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Cristiano Ronaldo. David Villa. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's well positioned here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, terrible mistake. Mbappe! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
That looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Nicely intercepted. Big chance! Oh, crossbar! Cruyff quietly revving up. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great chance! It's loose, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! The cutback. Good ball. Mbappe!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He leaps for it! And it's a goal! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Kashima Antlers have broken through. And for the first half, that is that. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Kashima Antlers come in leading by just the odd goal.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Kashima Antlers are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So off we go again.
Kashima Antlers can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Oh, that is a... He's having a shot! Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Great chance here from position A1.
Well, this certainly fits the bill when it comes to the man for the occasion.
Messi! Cruyff. Luis Suarez. Cristiano Ronaldo. Knocks it into space. Oh, super fine. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Nemecha clears it away. Kashima Antlers have the chance to go the other way. This ended up in no man's land. Played out to the left flank. Rummenigge. Rummenigge is flagged offside. Kashima Antlers are ahead here by what is still the only goal. And it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Driving forward. Can he get on the end of this?
PSV really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is one way to stop him. Rummenigge. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi, he's found a way through. And he's quick to return it. De Jong deals with that comfortably. Nuno Mendes. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, that's a key interception. And claimed it back swiftly. Threads one in. Leading by two, and the finishing line in sight. David Villa. Can he get it through? No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. David Villa! David Villa! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
David Villa, and he's worked it through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Van Bommel. Alexander-Arnold. And that's that. Kashima Antlers are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great...
Hello everyone, and welcome to
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then.
Luis Suarez really is a player.
Oh, shooting chance! Played out towards the right wing. Out towards the flank. And he's quick to return it. Luis Suarez! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Dani Olmo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. It's Kimmich. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Alexander-Arnold. He has a look up. Skims one in. And they've got a throw. So we're still where we started right now. Alexander-Arnold. Marquinhos.
Barcelona genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Davids to Messi. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Messi picks it up out wide. Caceres. That's Rudiger. Rijkaard. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Rudiger. And it's Davids. And it's Messi. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No, that's been intercepted. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
I think it's been a decent enough watch, despite the half stagnating a little, if I can put it that way, Peter. We want to see some of that craft we got to see earlier on in the game. Everyone's going to have to find a way to just up the standard again.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 4, Luis Suarez.
And here is the first touch of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Messi, Kashima Antlers are looking to break at pace.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Brilliantly cut out. Davids. Kashima Antlers, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Now it's Aubameyang. And Aubameyang! The ball has bounced loose now. That's put paid to the danger. Davids, now it's Haaland. Can he get on the end of this? He's through here. Marquinhos can clear it away. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
And this is Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aubameyang! Aubameyang! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 5.
So
Edgar
changes
Davids.
afoot here, and from both
Number
sides.
2, Paolo Maldini.
Nesta.
Number 7, Kylian Mbappe.
Kashima Antlers are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Number 21.
That's a decent clear. Oh no, what has happened here?
Number 10,
It's out for a goal kick. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
They'll have one final crack at it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ambitious ball here. Rudiger. And Alaba. He won't be happy with that one. Threads one in. And this is Iniesta.
2 added
Might be
minutes
danger
have been
here.
indicated.
And Aubameyang! Nearly, but not quite. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Kane. Mateus. Takes a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Kashima Antlers have a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Messi with a real chance here.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Messi! Glorious! A finish of true class! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Kashima Antlers restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Messi. And the shot's on here. Luis Suarez! And no mistake. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Of course, there's a question mark over the keeper on his near post there, but it was such a clever finish to spot the gap and find it.
Kashima shapes to shoot! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's Messi. Oh, that's a... Can he finish? And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Mbappe. And he plays one through. And Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Araujo is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Now it's Messi. Araujo. That's tidy. And for the first half, that is that.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. So the action resumes. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Messi! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, no goalkeeper would keep. It's Aguero! That tested the keeper.
Barcelona are showing good urgency, but they have to place more emphasis on service into the box.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mateus. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, they could break here.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nemecha is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and he's managed to get free. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Mateus. And it's Messi. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 18.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Roberto Carlos.
Number 10.
And he can thump it away.
Number 19.
Rodri.
Sergio Aguero.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Cruyff.
Number 13.
He's having a hit! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Number 7, Kylian Mbappe.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Now Cruyff. Mbappe. Cruyff tries to pass it through, and he shoots! And that's a sharp finish. They're back within reach. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So could they be onto something here? And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. He's found the way through. Totti. Caceres. Zanetti makes the interception. Cruyff. Mbappe. Threads one in. And this is Kane. Kashima Antlers needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Could move up a gear here. Thinks one through. And he welcomes it in. Totti. And it's Kane. Cruyff.
There will be 5 minutes at a time.
Kane. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi, very much a man of this moment. Can he get on the end of this? And he's quick to return it. Big chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! And he's stuck. And that will be the final act. Kashima Antlers have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to...
Well, football is, of course,
today's
ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, someone whose career I've watched with real interest, Peter, is Odegaard. Having seen him break through at such a young age and having so much pressure thrust on him, I really think that the time he spent outside Norway has done him a lot of good. And look how much he's developed.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Messi attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Baresi cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. Beckham. And here's Messi. Diouf, spread out to the left. Looking for the far post.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Good ball, good take. The ball goes in. Rudiger is there, and he can get that clear. Mbappe. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Roberto. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he was quick to react.
Munich definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you...
And it's been given away. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance here. Edmilson. That's a sharp pass. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Messi. Beckham. Schmeichel gets it away. Bellingham producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's found the way through. And the shot! Goal! And Kashima Antlers take the lead. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Kashima Antlers have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the...
Tries a shot!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There will be 1 minute at a
And a
time.
header! Oh, that was no routine set. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Kashima Antlers up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Kashima Antlers are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Kashima Antlers leading courtesy of the game's only goal. No, that's been intercepted. Kubel. And that's another good win of the ball. Looking to play him in. Juve has it in a wide position. Juve! Oh, what? And again! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 4.
Corner number 2 then.
Number 5. Jude Bellingham. Number 7.
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Coming on the field. Number 14.
That's
Erling
very
Haaland.
disappointing, it has to be said.
Number 26.
Kashima.
Quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Where it came. He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Beckham. Kagawa can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's the chance to counter. Messi, can he get it through? And he's cut it out. And this is Kagawa. He's picked his way through. And this is having a shot! And that's in! And they've got their lead back. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 15. Lionel Messi.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 21.
Kashima Antlers have their lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And this is Hullet. And this is Hullet. Swing. He leaps for it. And no mistake. And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it on.
today's match.
Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. Well, there are plenty who consider Marco van Basten to be the very epitome of excellence. There's the shot! And that would have been some goal.
Mbappe clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Gerrard does really well to win the ball there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now then, the ball's come loose. Look at the space here. Shoots! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So, a breakthrough already. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. More and more pressure on the ball here. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Big chance! Loose ball now. In he goes again. Nearly, but not quite. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. So the ever-ready Jordi Alba looking to go full throttle from the outset as ever, Jim.
He'll have a very busy game as usual, Peter, constantly going up and down that flank. He's got the pace, he's got the work ethic, and some great crossing too.
And so a great source of assists, of course.
Absolutely, like all the best fullbacks, Peter.
You'd know. And it's Ødegaard. Now who's going to be first to this? Jordi Alba pings it across, and he's taking no chances there. Forlan. That is lovely. Oh, good ball. Well, it's Dembele! Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, super Dembele! Manchester United! So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ødegaard. And he's managed to get free.
Kashima Antlers really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Jordi Alba, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Jordi Alba drives forward on the overlap. Jordi Alba getting forward. Jordi Alba. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Now he's got space here. Kagawa. Now it's Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. He's being urged to shoot. It's Saviola! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. A probing pass. That has been cut short. Nicely weighted ball. That's been slipped through. And that's an excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And that brings the first half to a close. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Kashima Antlers go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers, number 23, Felix Mecha.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team.
Takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Best deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Kashima Antlers come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Not the most accurate pass. Nesta. Rudiger. And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ødegaard. Now it's Mbappe. Good take, and is he in? Played into space. Good ball over the top. That's the keeper's ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Kashima Antlers are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
And here's Saviola. And that's been intercepted. Odegaard. And here's Dembele. Forlan. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he welcomes it in. And he's straight offside.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers, number 15.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Martin Odegaard, number 7.
Saviola.
Kylian Mbappe.
Cafu.
Coming on the field.
Can he get on the end of this?
Number 14. Erling Haaland. Number 9. Neymar.
I think the
Number
message
19,
here is quite clear, Peter.
Michael
They want
Owen.
another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking for a runner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Good ball, good take. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Davis. He's through here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Drills on the finish! And no mistake. And right near the end, we have parity.
The goal scorer for Kashima Antlers after 90 minutes is number 14, Erling Haaland.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Neymar tries to dink it through. And that will be it. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Kashima Antlers.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got...
Shot a goal! Goal! And there is his 30th goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Lille are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well read, and the danger is averted. Nicely weighted ball. And Burmo. And here's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Messi. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. He has found a way through. And the shot! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Tries a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Messi really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Bullet. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Lille really do like to play the long ball.
How does that work for him?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Guardiola unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And it's been hooked away. Maicon. And Burmo tries to play it through.
Kashima Antlers really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Big chance! Oh, good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Kashima Antlers are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really say...
Chance for a shot! Modric. Aubameyang. Nmecha. So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Kashima Antlers looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Substitution for Lille, number 20, Pierre Aubameyang. Number 21, Brian Mbumo, coming on the field. Number 18,
Away we go again.
Filippo Inzaghi. Number 11,
He's picked his way
Gareth
through.
Bale.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Hullet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hazard. Zola. Kashima Antlers in a very solid position, 2 to the good. Vardiol. Modric. And here's Inzaghi. And it's Hazard. Can he get it through? Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. Koundé. Zola. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? The message is clear, none shall pass.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Nesta makes a dash for it. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. This is a promising build-up. Hazard. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Araujo. Vieira. Davis. Now it's Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zola. And here's Modric. Kashima Antlers have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just... He's in one-on-one, and he is deftly away. And now they can clear their lines. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's played through for him. He's shifting through the gears here. And he can thump it away. And there goes the final whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory...
Hello, everyone, and welcome to.
Well, what a sight
today's
this is. The
match.
colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So, a breakthrough already. Can he get it through? Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Aubameyang. Great defending, strong and determined. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Wayne Rooney.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Kashima Antlers really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Michael. Well, that looks a decent ball. Messi. He's picked his way through. And he nearly went all the way.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Now it's Mbappe, looking for the run. And this is Kagawa. He's shifting through the gears here. And he thumps it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Played out towards the right wing. In by Rooney. And that was very necessary. And he's quick to return it. Aubameyang! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Lampard. Rooney. Great ball if he can get there. Plenty to aim at here. And Aubameyang! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Aubameyang. Nemecha. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Grimaldo.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Araujo does really well to win the ball there. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution for Kashima Antlers. Number 26, Shinji Kagawa. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Ronaldinho.
So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, good! Can he finish? It's in! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Kashima Antlers cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Now it's Messi. Well read, nice interception. Not the most convincing of passes, but it's Ronaldinho. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mbappe, always goal chance! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Time for a change in personnel, so a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Number 10, Ruud Gullit. Number 13,
That has not gone well.
Rummenigge.
Rummenigge, Davis.
Kashima Antlers really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Aubameyang. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is a great pick out. Oh no, what has happened here?
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Messi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Davis kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rummenigge providing an outlet. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result.